plugins, how to work with plugin, how to install plugin, and we looked at some of the plugins we installed. Okay, understanding. I think I've done all this. Why we need plugins? Sorry, let me go back to where we stopped. Okay, we've done activities. Okay, so managing plugin, yeah, we've done that. Yeah, and okay, this has been done as well. We'll look at best practices for installing plugins. You need to make sure that whatever plugins you installed are trusted. Okay, and how do you get to know? It's based on the rating. Okay, so when you want to install plugin, let's go to the website. So let's look at those things. So yeah, you avoid too many plugins, because if you have a lot of plugins, it may reduce the site load time, and it's really important that your website loads faster for user experience. And of course, there should be regularly backup of your site before making significant changes. So whenever you want to um, update your plugins, you should regularly do what? Back up your website. By backing up is using a tool like Updraft backup to have a copy of your website just in case, because some of those updates may not, it doesn't happen all the time, but sometimes it may disrupt your site layout because of the new update. So, but when you have a backup of your website, you can easily, recover your previous designs and all that. So also you need to test the new plugins in a staging environment if it's possible. All those ones are more like the advanced training where you test on a staging environment. But now, how do you, if you want to install a plugin, how do you know which plugin is trusted and all that? So there's this review you find it in a plugin before you install the plugin. You look at the total number of plugin, the number of people, the total number that have installed the plugin. So if you look at this Elementor, I have over 10 million plus who have installed the plugin with 6,000 over 6,000 reviews. Okay, another thing you need to check is compatibility. So most often you will see any plugin you want to install, you get this information whether it is compatible with the version of the WordPress you are installing or not. Another thing you would also check is the update. How often do they update their plugins? Because a plugin that they don't update often might be opened for a spam or virus. Like you see this Contact 7, the last time it was updated was 3 months ago. Although the plugin is still good, but looking at the last time it was updated, it's possible that, I don't know, but most often businesses would be careful with plugins that they don't update all the time. What it means is that the owners don't check the plugins to be sure if there is any issues with the plugins. Now, if you look at other ones, you see that the updates are just recent, 2 weeks ago, 6 days ago, 3 weeks ago, 2 months, okay? So these are things you need to consider when you want to install plugins. Look at the total number of active installation the plugin have, the ratings, the last updated time, and if it's compatible with your version of your WordPress. So if it's not compatible with the version of your WordPress, please, you did not install it. Like this one now, WordPress importer, untested with your version of WordPress. I look at the last time it was updated was 9 months ago. So a plugin like this, you don't even dare to install it, because it shows that the plugin builders has either abandoned it or they are not managing it well. So it's risky installing a plugin like this. So these are things you need to check before you install a plugin. And also you need to know that most often the team you purchase, that is, if you are using a purchase team, they will also going to recommend some plugins that you should use for your website. So you don't need to, guess about which plugin you should use. So most often they are going to give you a list of the plugins you should install on your site. Okay, so now that brings us the end of this module 4. Okay, so in this module 4, we'll discuss on how plugin add functionality and features to a WordPress website. We'll also look at always configure your plugin settings after installation. That was the class we did last time. Then how to keep plugins updated to maintain security and performance. Then we'll look at some essential plugins like SEO tools, security, and backups, and how it helps to us optimize our website. Then the next module is we're going to be looking at what widgets are and how to use them to customize our site sidebar, footer, and other widget related areas. So by sidebar, I mean, when you go to some website, you see some information by the side of the website, right? So we'll call those information sidebar. Then footer is the information you find at the ending of the website. So most of those things are built using what we call widgets. So the next module now we're going to enter would be on how to work with that. Any question?